Hope you guys can see this video, and I apologize so much for the technical difficulties. And as I was explaining to Jordan, we were jumping different rooms and everything, that we're hoping that this is probably just a 12-12-12 internet issue. So thank you so much for staying with us. If you are still watching this video and have followed along to the new room, really, really appreciate it, guys. So we'll jump into another question. So we might as well. This is another question that we got from Google+, and this is from Montana Trish. So was acting always your dream, or was it something that just happened?
Yeah, I've always wanted to do acting in some sense. I remember as a kid, I always wanted to be a cartoon. I don't know why. I wanted to be a cartoon rabbit or something. I always watched like Maniacs and stuff like that, Animaniacs and stuff. I have always wanted to be it, but I feel like it was never something that at a very young age I was like I want to be this actor. It was one of my sports that I did, and I was doing like 7 different sports, and I was very competitive, so I wanted to do better. And then as the years went by, I was like, this is something I'm really passionate about and I love doing. So I slowly chopped it down to just acting.
Yeah, and again, I'm sorry I just noticed the camera's fuzzing over a little bit too. So thank you for everybody that's online with us right now. I'm noticing our viewer counter is going back up. So for everyone that just jumped into this room, thank you so much for staying with us. And Munro's still here.
Yes.
We're all good. So
I'm not going anywhere, no.
He's tied to the chair.
I'm tied to the chair.
We've just tied him down.
Handcuff.
Yes.
It hurts a little bit, but it's fine.
It's the same one.
Oh, good. Okay. So thank you to everybody. And also, for people that have been asking about the link to this room, it should still be the same URL that we were at before. It's just reloading now. Okay. So thank you. Okay. So we have another question, and this one's from Google+ again. And this is from Naomi Orts. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. So do you have a favorite band or musician that you like to listen to?
Right now it's Kendrick Lamar and Childish Gambino. Can't get enough of them. I love Donald Glover. He's so funny on Community, and his stand-up's great, and I love his music. I think it's really good, and I vibe to it in the car. And Kendrick Lamar is just a beast on the mic. So right now they're the ones who I'm vibing to pretty hard right now.
Very cool. All right. So do you guys, anybody in the room, have a question for us? All right. So Courtney, go ahead.
Okay, so everyone on Twitter would either stone, skewer, or at least unfollow me if I didn't ask about Eclair. So, first of all, y'all know that they're popular. They're my favorite fictional couple ever. I've never shipped anybody until them. But, how do you feel about them now as compared to seasons 10 and 11? We called it Eclair 2.0. And I want to know if you still think they're each other's lobsters, basically. Because they're so healthy, and we love that. I'm 23 and old, and it's so nice to see them functional.
Well, so am I. I think right now they're in a really good place. I think they've gone through their stuff in seasons 10 and season 11. It was a lot of torment on their minds and their emotions for a while there, and they're good. I think on both sides they were battling, and I feel like sometimes Eli was just getting way too emotional and like just had to relax, and then Claire had to relax. And I think right now they're all in. Not to, no pun intended, not to be too much cheese on there, but they're all in right now. I think they're really having a lot of fun. But again, it is Degrassi, and there's still 12 more episodes left, so you never know.
I can see we can take a look at everyone on the cameras on the bottom, and everyone's just like, no! Don't worry, there's lots of drama ahead, but also lots of really, really happy and exciting moments coming up.
For sure.
Yeah. All right, so Jordan, go ahead. Yeah, you had a question?
Yeah, I guess my question is, this season you got to work with Jake aside from, like, trying to, like, steal Claire, so that was different. If you could pick any character to have Eli interact with, who would you pick?
Actor or character?
Either one.
Either
Both.
One. I'll do character because it's more interesting.
Yeah.
I think Eli and Katie, because especially Katie, now that she's gone that route, where she's kind of a badass, and she's kind of all black hair, and she looks like a girl from the Dragon Tattoo. I think they could do some really good menacing work. And
Come on, Eli should have been the one to like dye her hair. Come on, he could
I know.
emo Katie. Come on.
Seriously. Also, you were thinking about season 10, like with Eli, because he was going after Fitz, and he was kind of really pranking people, and like what's the word I'm trying to look for? He was like he was going after people. He just kind of was starting shit.
Yeah. Instigating stuff. Yeah.
I thought that him and Bianca were gonna be like make a good friendship there, because like she was kind of that badass who like was selling drugs and doing drugs, and I thought he was gonna be like, I know he went a different way than we thought, but I always thought that their relationship would have been fun.
Yeah, absolutely. And speaking of pranks and funny jokes and things, this is a question from Jenny H. What are some funny pranks and jokes you guys do to each other on set? And I know there are a couple of funny things and probably goofy things that you guys do.
Yeah, well, okay, one of our makeup artists, his name's Quinn, he's hilarious. He likes to scare us, and that kind of sparked the flame under Luke, so he could start scaring people. So he kind of hides behind your door and scares you. Jumps at you, and it's not fun, especially at like 6 in the morning. That's not good times. What other pranks do we do?
Luke in your car.
What did he do? Oh, Luke like put a note in my car and said that he bumped in, like he hit my car. I'm so sorry, like from an anonymous person. I was like, what? And I couldn't see anything, so I thought they stole something. I don't know. But yeah, that's basically it.
Yeah.
Or we just mess with Christine when she sleeps on the pool table. We have this pool table in the green room. She sleeps on it, and we kind of throw pillows at her or just poke her.
It's all in good fun. So Brittany or Mallory, did you guys have a question? Yeah, Mallory, go ahead.
Okay. So I have to tell you that Courtney and I both are kind of living in denial that Eli's graduating. Like, it's just not going to happen in our minds. And so in the event that Eli didn't get into NYU, what do you think his backup plan would be?
If he doesn't get into NYU, I think he's going to definitely start another play, or maybe he'll star in the play. I know he loves writing and loves directing. I think that he would try to do something in that sense and just keep trying to bump up his resume and bump up his portfolio if he doesn't make it. It's his dream, so I hope he doesn't flip out. And for Degrassi's sake, I hope that he gets in or everything's okay. But no, I think he would just do another play. I think he wouldn't do a musical. I think he'd kind of go for more a nice like raw play.
Maybe go with that Death of a Salesman thing that he had planned on doing before Romeo and Juliet. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, or maybe another short film. Maybe another short film.
Exactly.
Eli, perhaps.
Yeah, Eli. That's so funny.
Yeah, that was.
Love. That was so funny.
Yeah, no. Let's hope for Eli's sake he doesn't do that.
No.
No,
one of those again.
All right. Yeah. Okay. So we have another question. This one's from Shannon Vanderwerf. And if you were a cookie, what cookie would you be?
I don't a cookie. Comedy cookie. I'd rather be a macadamia nut cookie because I like them. They're nice. There's always these chewy cookies that are really, really good. I don't know. Favorite cookie. Say macadamia.
That's an unconventional choice.
It's unique. It's unique, and I feel like
delicious.
It's delicious, and I'd be like, oh, good. People would like me because I'm a cookie. It's a nice cookie.
So we now know what to get for Christmas cookies for Munro, macadamia cookies.
You guys are gonna give me this big basket.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you a big basket of macadamia cookies.
And I'm like, I'm not gonna eat these. I'm gonna get sick of them now.
All right. Okay. So, Brittany, would you like to ask the next question, or do you want us to come back?
I'll go ahead and ask him one. Do you have any projects coming up?
Well, in February, I think I don't know the exact date, but I worked on an episode of this new show called Cracked, and it's a Canadian show, but you can probably get it streamed. it seemed like a really, really good show. I was really happy to work on it, and my character has Tourette's. So it was a lot of fun for me to tackle that, and it was a lot of fun. And so that'll be coming out in February. But other than that, I've just been working on Degrassi and just being focused on the present, trying to do my best work here, and then you know, whenever I have the time to work on other stuff, then that'll happen. But right now I'm just really focused on Degrassi and finishing it strong.
Yeah, and Cracked you'll get to be acting in a totally different character. So if you guys get a chance to check that out, that's on CBC, right? Yeah, CBC, and you'll get to see Munro in a whole different light.
Yeah, his name is Trey, so.
Yeah, awesome. Okay, so I guess this is a great question. This kind of just ties into something before. So this is a question from Janine Kotnick. So do you prefer playing roles that are more contrasting to your life and personality, or do you like playing roles that are something more relatable?
I think they're both good. I do enjoy doing things that are completely not me. I like to tackle that. I like to kind of put myself in somebody else's shoes in that way. But again, it's not easier, but I guess it's less of a challenge to kind of connect with you. But again, any character, you'll find things about them that are like you. Like with Eli, the way that he's protective towards his friends, and then and everybody can relate to that firecracker of burst of anger sometimes. You know what I mean? Like where it's just there's stress built up, and then you lash out, and it's like you can relate. So you can always relate different personality traits with your own. There's always a way. That's the beauty of Degrassi and their characters and their storylines, is that they're so relatable. Absolutely.
No, absolutely. That's a really, really good point. So it's just like finding a bit of yourself that relates to.
Yeah.
Oh, very, very cool. All right. So this is we have another question from from YouTube, and this is a question from Tara Lipretta. If Degrassi had a crossover with another TV show, what show would you like to cross over with?
Oh, Breaking Bad, 100%. That'd be hilarious because Walter White would be teaching at that school, and they would sell crack at Degrassi. I don't know why there isn't crack yet, because the school's gone through so much. And Eli would be the 100% person to do the crack and crystal meth. He would sell crystal meth. I want him to join him and Aaron Paul. And
I could see that. He could be the new Skinny.
I want Eli, Jesse, and Walter White, and they would just go off. Let's do that.
Huh.
And you know Jake and Mo would be the minions.
Oh my gosh, yeah, absolutely. The new dealers. Skinny Pete. And
Skinny Pete.
Yeah.
But definitely Breaking Bad.
And just a great comment in the room, actually, from Jordan. I just want to say this out loud, is didn't Craig do crack?
Yeah.
Oh no, oh my god.
Where did Breaking Bad really start?
Which is another reason this ties back to how we're saying Eli or Munro, your personality is sort of like Craig too. So this is kind of like a whole 360 thing now. So
except I don't do crack.
No, except you don't do crack.
Often, you know. I've got to still work. Gotta make a living.
Oh no. Awesome. So any of you girls in the room have another question? We're just gonna throw it back in. Yes. Okay, Jordan, go ahead.
Okay, so number one, can I get a shout out for my friend Meg? She kind of wants one, so just say hi, Meg. Okay, thank you. And number two, since you did 2 shorts for Eli in Building a Mystery, which one did you prefer? Which one's better?
You mean the Jake one, and then the
or the
one
Claire
with Claire? Oh, the Jake one, 100%. No, it was so creative, you know. It was just so, it exuded. That's not even a word. It's just you know, it was just so artistically done. It was fantastic. It was beautiful. It had flavors that I've never seen before on the screen. You know, Alfred Hitchcock could never do what Eli did on that screen. No.
It's some of your best acting.
I think it's my best work.
Some of your
I was
best
never
work.
even on screen, so you know, that's what it does. But I think Joss did it. It's his best work.
Yeah, and also for you guys, if you want to check out the clip of that short film, we actually posted this on our YouTube channel too. So it's in one of our clips on the playlist on this channel, so you guys can check it out. Yeah. And it's some of Eli's best work, I think.
100%.
Yeah, as a director, you know, some of the best stuff.
That's Eli's whole reel. 100%.
Awesome. And Courtney, you said you had a question. Go ahead.
Okay, this is in no way an insult because you're like me. I'm 23, but I look like I'm 12 sometimes. You look young for your age. So would you rather stay in Canada and try to get more adult roles, or move to the U.S. where you can literally play a teenager till you're 30?
Do like that guy on Hannah Montana. He was like 33, played like a 17.
I'm thinking like the CW, 90210, where they're literally 30. Because you could probably realistically play a teenager for the next decade.
100%. And then
Which would you rather do? Is what I'm asking.
Probably the American one. So especially because to branch into the American market is obviously a dream for any Canadian or European or Australian actor. But yeah, I think I would love to play that kind of stuff, especially you see Glee and you see 90210 and you see any kind of show really where there's like high school kids. They're all playing, like they're all like 27, 28, and it's fun. I feel like you're always stuck in high school. So I think the American one, but Canada is my roots. And I love my city, I love my country.
And
So
I think, and I think you could totally do both as well. I think
100%.
a lot of actors have definitely been able to kind of walk that line back and forth. You know? So I think we can all petition for Munro to do that as well.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, Brittany, did you have a question? Go ahead.
Let's see.
All right, we can carry.
Okay. The question is, people are going to slaughter me if I don't ask this. So here goes.
Slaughtered, no.
If Eli and Claire didn't work out, and since everyone seems to think that Eli has this gay vibe about him, okay, who do you think he would end up with if he had to date a male character? Personally, I would hope it'd be Drew, but that's just me.
Listen, if they want Eli and Drew, we'll do an episode. It'll be fine. Me and Luke have talked about it. It'll be fun. If I were to be with a guy character, I don't know. I feel like I it's weird, but I think Jake. I don't know. Cause I feel like Jake, like he's so mellow and I think he would calm down Eli, and I think he's kind of the opposite of Claire because he's so chills. Also, he's always high. But Jake, I think they'd have like a nice. It's weird. He's my best friend too.
Yeah,
so like,
and I think we probably have a lot of these behind-the-scenes clips of you guys hanging out, or of Drew and.
he fed me a
Eli.
pear once. No, I think Jake, and I think they'd be good. Especially because we're talking artistically. Then I think maybe Tristan. Tristan's very artistic, and he loves acting, and he loves. I think Tristan would also like to write, and I think they could collaborate. Tristan's also younger, but Eli, I don't think he cares.
No, absolutely. That's a really, really good point. Okay, so we have a question, and this is about Eli's style of clothing, which is kind of a good segue from Brittany's question. Do you like Eli's style of clothing? And so this is from Claire Stories.
Claire Stories.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, he's the reason I got into skinny jeans. Really, to be perfectly honest, a little thing. I like it. I think it's really cool. I loved when he wore suspenders. Just like not even on his shoulders, he just wore them. I thought that was really cool. I think he's a really unique style. He's very creative. I love the dark. I like wearing black, as you see. I like his style. I think he's really good. I think he really tries to stand out and be himself, and he doesn't really care what other people think about his style. I think that's important, and I think that's a good message because I feel like if you feel comfortable in it and if you like to wear it and it makes you feel nice, it makes you feel good and confident, then wear it. It shouldn't matter what other people think because really their opinion doesn't matter.
It's totally true. And wait for some season 12 outfits coming your way as well.
Got some funny outfits.
We got some good ones.
Yeah.
Some classics. All right. Okay. This is a question from Storm Stelita on Google+. So what is the funniest blooper you've ever had?
Funniest blooper. I've had a lot. Funniest blooper. Jake and the Knife.
With Justin Coffin.
Oh yeah, that was the one. Yes, yeah. It was when we were doing a round table of reading Love Roulette, and Justin Kelly, he had this cough. He had this frog in his throat, and he could not stop coughing. And he tried so hard. He was so professional, and he would just try to get serious, and then he'd go, "You can never turn your back on the blade." And we'd all start laughing. Me, Christine, and Annie couldn't hold us together. It was I haven't laughed that hard in a long time. That was the funniest for sure.
All right, and this is a question from Leatherface2417 and on YouTube. Did you like driving Morty? Do you miss Morty?
I miss Morty so much. I hated that he had to leave. The car actually is really funny. When we first got it, it was in rough shape. We had like one of our he was our vehicle.
Transport?
Transport, yeah, transport. He'd be at the bottom, pushing the like trying to get the clutch going because it was so hardcore to work. And then we finally got it together and it worked. And it was hard to do a 3-point turn in that. It was terrible. But I miss Morty a lot. He was a lot of fun, and he was like that, and his suspenders and his necklace really made Eli who he was back then.
That's true. That's true. He's really transformed over the seasons.
Yeah,
for sure.
He's grown up a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So, did anybody in the room? Would you like to ask another question? Yeah, go ahead, Mallory.
Hold on.
Okay. So, assuming that you have a theoretical bucket list, what would be the most unique thing on it? Like, everybody says skydiving or bungee jumping, but is there something that's unique to you on it?
Oh, my bucket list. Zorbing down the hills of New Zealand.
Wow.
I would love to do that. Because I got family down there as well, so I'd just love to go to New Zealand, 100%. Go down there. I'd love to. I don't even know. I've been on a mountain in India, so that was pretty. That's a bucket list. Probably like pet a lion. I love lions, and I think that, I don't know, I see these people who like do these weird things where they kind of like spoon with a lion, and they're like the small spoon with a lion. I would love to, I don't know, just say I did that.
Very cool.
Yeah. Very
cool. Oh wow. Okay. So Courtney, go ahead. You had a question?
I want to be a journalist when I grow up, kind of like Claire. Claire's my favorite character on Degrassi ever. She's me in high school. But so I made a bunch of questions because I'm a nerd. But there's a fun one. Which rich boy with toys do you prefer? And for the record, I'm not trying to make you choose between DC and Marvel. Tony Stark or Bruce Wayne?
This is a great question for you.
That's amazing for me. Well, I'm a comic nut. I love superheroes and I love superpowers and I love that whole stuff. That's what I'm nerdy for. And Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit, which is coming out soon. Go see it. If I had Tony Stark or Bruce Wayne, I don't know. That's hard because Downey Jr. is my boy, and and he plays him, and then Bruce Wayne is so mysterious, and Christian Bale's so great. If I had to pick, I'd have to go with Bruce Wayne. I'd have to go with him. Because I love Batman. I love the whole Batman comic, and I love the Joker, and so based on that, I have to go with Bruce Wayne.
Thank you for that question, Courtney. That's an awesome question. So Jordan, you said you had a question? Go ahead.
Okay, so basically we don't have very many kid interactions on the show, so you've worked probably the most, it seems like, with Tufford. How do you feel about working with Tufford?
I love working with Tufford. Tufford's not only he's a great actor, but he's a great person. We have so much fun there, like with a mixture of laughs, and then we have a lot of emotional moments, and we get to work together in the back 12, which you'll see, which was a lot of fun to work with him. He's such a great guy. It's a pleasure to work with him. It's easy, and everyone's easy, but he just has that warmth to him. That's always been a pleasure to work with.
Yeah, Bullfrog's a great character.
I love Bullfrog.
Super hilarious.
Him and Cece are just so funny.
Yeah. Awesome. Okay, so this is a question from YouTube. It's from Jenna Miller. Who is your inspiration?
Who is my inspiration? As in acting and stuff?
Yeah, let's do an acting.
My inspiration is if we're gonna do top actors, I do like Downey Jr. Robin Williams. Especially with Robin Williams and Downey Jr. because they do such amazing dramatic work and comedic work, and that's kind of what I would love to do and accomplish successfully in my career. And I would love to, because you see Robin Williams do Fisher King and Dead Poet Society and so many other greats and A Good Morning Vietnam, and then he's funny, and it's like he's just so brilliant at that, and so that's my inspiration to kind of do both and achieve them with greatness equally.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think it works because like I can see you doing like comedy and like drama, right?
I would
like it's still funny.
Yeah. And then with Downey Jr., he finds a way to mixture both of them, and so it is like in Good Will Hunting, Robin Williams, he had such funny moments when he was talking about his like wife farting in bed, which is hilarious, which is improvised apparently, which just shows his brilliance. And then he had such raw moments in that movie with Matt Damon where he's like, "It's not your fault. It's not your fault." It was so those kind of people I really look up to, like Jamie Foxx as well. He's another
amazing actor. And this is a question from Taylor Harris. Do you have any pets?
I do have pets. I have 3 dogs. 3 dogs. They bark a lot. They don't stop barking. Trying to sleep and they just bark at the wind. Literally, they don't stop. So, yeah, they're awesome. I love dogs. Dogs are great. Cats are cool too. I don't have any cats, but good for you if you have a cat. You like cats. Good job. I like dogs.
Gotcha. All right, so we'll jump back in the room. Did any of you girls have a question? Yeah? Okay, go ahead. Brittany, we haven't heard from you in a little bit. Do you have a question for us?
Not right off the top of my head, unless you want me to...
Oh, no, okay. No, that's cool. So Courtney was actually jumping up, raised her hand.
I talk way too much. She can go first. I talk too much. It's a problem.
Not at all. All right. Jordan, I think you said you had a question? Go ahead.
Okay, I know that a ton of questions have been about ships, so I'm sorry, but okay, who, girl-wise, since we've already asked guys, who girl-wise, if Eclair somehow implodes in the next episode or something, who would you really want Eli to hook up with?
Implodes. Who would I want Eli to hook up with? It's hard because I feel like Eli is just... for a while there, I was like, Eli just needs to be alone for a little bit, and Claire needs to be alone. But I really loved the Imogen Eli relationship. I thought they were so quirky and weird together. If I were to see for storyline purposes, I love for Eli to do something controversial because he's a senior. I'd love for him to go with like a freshman. You know what I mean? Like I think that'd be really like scandalous.
Scandalous.
Exactly, but I think that'd be a really cool storyline, and I would love to see that and see how that goes. Like but I don't know.
He should hook up with Zig. Come on.
You can hook up. Yeah, you can hook up with Zig for sure.
So the love triangle between Maya, Tori, and Zig becomes. Maya, Tori, Zig, and like
Eli.
And Campbell and Eli. Sorry, I'm not even a swear.
It needs to be a pentagon. Come on.
It's gonna be a pentagon of love.
It's a love pentagon.
Yeah.
That's so funny. All right, so we have another question from YouTube, and this one's from Claire Gorman. Do you ever try switcheroo with your brother Thomas? It's your twin brother.
Sneeze. Sneeze. Switcheroo. Actually, we have. I did like back in elementary school. I traded off with him. He did a science test for me. I did a math test for him. We did pretty well too. I got him an A. He got me like a B+, so that was good.
Did anybody catch you?
Nope. No, they didn't catch you because back then we looked really alike, and like we kind of just snuck in. We put a hood on and we just did it. We also did a couple switcheroos, like well, not really switcheroos, but we used to act together, and that's like kind of how we started being twins. And whenever we were doing a movie or a TV show, as soon as the hours were up, because when you're younger you can only do so many hours, they would switch us in.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
We did a show for like 2.5 years or 2.5 seasons, and that's what we did for most of it. And then a couple movies we would either play twins or they'd switch us up.
Wow, that's fascinating. That's really interesting. All right, so did any of you girls have another question, or we can jump back out? Oh yeah, go ahead, Courtney.
Okay, I just feel like asking this because it should be asked, because everybody always bothers poor Aislinn about how lucky she is to work with you because you're cute and stuff. But do you know how lucky you are to work with her?
course I
Because
do.
she's cute and stuff too. I just had to ask because everybody says, "Oh my God, is Munro a good kisser?" And well, she's just adorable and so sweet and so smart. So I just wanted to shout out for her and maybe see how you felt about working with her.
Oh,
I wanted to
love
bother you the way people bother her.
her. Nah, Aislinn's great. Like,
Sorry
I've
to be
known
a troll.
No, don't. It's fine. I love Aislinn. She's great. Like we worked together. We worked together on a movie together. We played siblings, and then now we're doing this together. And we've really had a lot of bonding experiences, especially being part of two characters who go through so much in a relationship. And so you kind of feel like you're going through a relationship yourselves because you're kind of experiencing yourselves. But no, Aislinn's adorable. She's adorable. She got the most beautiful eyes in the world. And I'm very lucky to have shared. What am I trying to say? Shared. I was trying to say something else, which I mixed like two words together. I was trying to. Anyway, it doesn't matter. We shared the screen together, and it was fun.
Great
Bottom line.
chemistry.
Thank you.
You guys work very well.
Thank you.
Absolutely. And awesome. So we're actually going to jump to another question from Google+. This is from Beverly Norwin. So what film genre would you like to work in?
Film genre.
I'm sure you'll be acting in some features eventually.
I would love to.
Yeah.
I would love to do. It's weird for me because I would do any genre under the sun. Like I would love to do a fantasy, like a Hunger Games kind of thing. I would love to do an indie romantic, blood-sucking, like Blue Valentine. I would love to do because Will Gosling did such a good job and that kind of stuff. It's so good. I would love to do kind of like a biopic kind of thing where I play another person.
Or like a historic.
Yeah, exactly. I would love to do like medieval. Like me and Luke always talk about how we'd love to do like a medieval movie together and just like be like knights or something and just like fight elves or orcs or something. We would love to do that, and I would love to stand by his side.
Oh,
and
that's
do that.
really nice. Yeah, absolutely. I could totally see you doing an action movie too, because you also have like you were a trampoliner before.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like I could totally see that. Like you could probably do some of your own stunts.
I would always. I love doing all my own stunts. I love doing it. It's good. I wouldn't want to do my own stunt when Dylan Campbell jumped off the railing, but maybe I'll do it anyway. I'll just
Wow.
method acting. That's my arm up.
Wow. And actually, just Brittany just typed a comment, and I hope you don't mind. I'm going to share it. It just says that Munro will slay dragons like a boss. So
dragons like a boss. Love to slay a dragon. Dragons ain't got nothing on me.
Awesome. Yeah, so this is actually another question. This kind of ties into something we asked about Thomas earlier. This is from Kirsten Johnson. Do you hang out with your brothers a lot?
Oh yeah, all the time.
Yeah.
There's not a if I'm away from them for like 2 days, I get itchy and I feel like I haven't seen them in a week and a half. And I got many brothers. I've got my blood brothers who are my brothers, and then I got Justin, Kelly, Dimitri, Choyette, and some other like my closest friends. And I really take friendships really seriously, and I take a brotherhood really seriously. So my brothers, if I'm not near them, if there's not even a day that goes by that I probably don't see them or talk to them.
Awesome. All right. So this is. Do you watch Harry Potter?
Yes,
I've
seen some Harry Potter. Yes.
Okay, you might have heard of it.
I've heard of it once. I think it's pretty good.
Yeah. All right. And this is a question from Gopka Nair, and this is from Google+. So if you were a wizard and attended Hogwarts, which house do you think you'd be sorted in?
I don't know.
That's a good question.
I'd probably be, if they put the hat on me, I'd probably be Gryffindor. But I'd want to be in Slytherin. I don't know why. I think that'd just be more fun. I don't know why.
Maybe you would be Gryffindor, and maybe Eli would be a Slytherin.
Eli would be Slytherin. No, yeah. Eli would definitely be a Slytherin. You could be Ravenclaw too, or Hufflepuff. I just like saying the word Hufflepuff. But yeah, I think that'd be fun.
Yeah, actually, I hope you guys, girls, don't mind. I'm gonna read some of these comments on the side to that answer. It's pretty hilarious. So, Jordan definitely agrees that Eli would be a Slytherin, and Brittany's saying that probably Ravenclaw because you're pretty cunning and quick-witted. And yeah, so Jordan also thinks definitely Slytherin there. So I think we've got this half and half maybe.
Good, yeah. I would love to.
Definitely not Hufflepuff, it seems.
No one says Hufflepuff. I don't even know what Hufflepuff means. I'm not that, like, I don't know that much about what the houses really mean. But I would love to be Hufflepuff. Just so I can go around and be like, what are you? I'm Hufflepuff. I don't know why.
All right, so we're gonna change the question now, and we're gonna head over to a YouTube question. So can you say hi to Ashley, who is supposed to be in this chat but's having some technical difficulties? So
hi Ashley, how you doing? Sorry you couldn't be here, but we're thinking of you.
yeah, and we'll send out another note. So thank you so much, Ashley, and we'll hopefully try to get some of your questions answered.
She is one.
Yeah, and so this question's from Ashley. So which scene of Dark Knight is your favorite? So this is probably from Dark Knight or Dark Knight Rises even, which you've seen more recently.
That's my favorite. What is not my favorite? Dark Knight. Jeez. I love. Obviously, one of the favorites is the interrogation scene. Is incredible. I love the scene where he goes to the mob bosses with the guy in the box, and he's like, and he tells the guy, he's like, I'm gonna make this disappear, and then it's gone. I love that scene. That's fantastic. I also love when he's on the road and he's coming at him with the bike and he's saying, hit me. Yeah, and he does a turn. It's so good. And Dark Knight Rises was great. There's a couple other scenes I can't even think. Dark Knight Rises.
I'm surprised in Dark Knight Rises maybe any Anne Hathaway scene perhaps in a cat suit. Does that?
Yes, no, that was not eye appealing at all. You know, she's horrible. No, she's great.
Absolutely, and this is Courtney saying that, look, Batman, another new rare thing that Eli and Munro have in common.
Yeah, exactly.
Absolutely. All right, the girls in the room, do you guys have any questions? Yeah, all right, go ahead, Mallory.
Okay, since you've mentioned Lost twice, and it is my absolute favorite TV show, it's the only thing that tops Degrassi for me.
Yeah.
If you could have played anybody on the show, would you have wanted to been like an 815 survivor or one of the others?
Oh, I would want to been one of. I don't know. I don't know. I'd want to be. If I were to be any character, I'd be Desmond. I would love to be. I would love to be Desmond. Because I feel like he was that kind of middle ground, and he was there forever. The others were so much fun. I think I like Saeed. Saeed and Charlie. Those are my favorite characters. But I think Desmond would be the character I'd want to play.
Yeah, I could see that.
Cool.
Awesome. Thanks for that question. Brittany, go ahead.
Okay, well, my niece that's too young to be watching Degrassi, she absolutely loves Eli. And she wants to know, well, Morgan wants to know what your favorite thing is about playing him. And if he's difficult to play or if he's easy for you to play. Like, the role comes natural to you.
What's my favorite thing about playing Eli? I think definitely portraying the bipolar disorder. And just kind of tackling that in my mind. And he's just such a fun character to play. The writers are giving me so much amazing storylines to work with and to kind of just tackle and form into my own. And I've been blessed on the show to work with to do some great scenes where it's very emotional or freakouts or it's kind of funny. So he's always been a lot of fun for me.
All right, go ahead, Brittany. You can unmute yourself and go ahead, start.
She was wanting a shout out for me too.
Oh, it's Morgan?
Mm-hmm.
Morgan, what's up, Morgan? How you doing, Morgan?
She's gonna love that.
Great, thank you. All right, I think Courtney actually had another question. No, you don't want to ask that? All right, we'll jump back over to another question from YouTube. So, who came up with the Italian mob family you guys do on the Degrassi behind the scenes? Yeah, this is from Nichelle.
Who came up? It was Daniel Kelly, 100%. Daniel Kelly and Alicia Josapovic. They started it off, and then I think I was one of the last to join in. I think I was maybe the last to join in. I think Daniel, Kelly, and Alicia started it. Then Luke became a part of it. There's Paulie, Donnie, and then there's Marissa, and then Joey, and then Justin's Frankie. I think I was one of the last. I started off as many different characters. At first I was the mother. That was the mother, and I was mother. That was Ma. Yes, I was mother. And I was like, hello, Polly, you scared me. It's weird. And then I was Uncle Donnie, and I was scared. I was Uncle Donnie, and then I was Grandpapa. I was many things, and then I became Joey, who was I was Grandpapa. Grandpapa. My name's Anthony or something. It was something weird. Uncle Donnie or something. It was weird. And then Joey came about, and he's kind of like half brother. He's kind of a part of the family, but he's not really. He's kind of like Robert Duvall's character in Godfather, but he's not really blood related, but he is. So
It's very complicated.
oh, there's so many storylines. There's back histories. You have no idea how many times Luke has died while doing scenes with the Pombos.
So this is actually going to be the telenovela that happens during a telenovela. It's like the Italian mob bosses
Exactly.
on the side story behind the scenes
Yeah.
while the real Degrassi is going on. So there's going to be like two parallel
Yeah, universe there.
stories. All right. So I think Jordan had another question. Did you want to ask?
Yeah, okay, so this is probably a question you get asked a lot. When are you changing your Twitter picture?
I haven't changed it in like 2 years. I'm actually changing it very, very soon. In like the next, hopefully, week, I'm gonna be changing it. So it's time for a change. I'm not really tech savvy that well. I do my best to do Twitter well, but I just don't. I don't take enough selfies. That's the honest truth. I just don't.
Well, we'll make sure to take pictures of this happening right now, too.
Yeah.
So then maybe we can post one of those as well.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
if you want to take some pictures, we can snap that. And we'll make sure, and actually, Brittany, just like maybe get an Instagram. Maybe that's a thing.
Yeah, maybe I don't know how to do Instagram. I know I hear about it, but like I just don't take enough pictures. I feel like what am I gonna take? Just a picture of my water with the lemon. Maybe I hear it's a lot of fun though. I see a lot of people on Instagram. It seems like fun. Maybe I'll invest in that.
Yeah, maybe. We'll see. No promises from me.
Invest. It's a free app.
Invest your time.
Exactly.
And actually, so Courtney, you're raising your hand. Do you have a question? Go ahead.
I have watched the show since I was 12 years old. It's been a big part of my life. I grew up with it. And so it was really cool to see Holly J come back. So as a fan woman, just curious, you should look that up on Urban Dictionary. It's a real thing. I know you know what a fangirl is, but look up fan woman. It's a real thing, I promise.
Okay.
Anyway, would you ever, if you were contractually able with other, say you got, I know how the business works because I'm studying how to be an agent for books, but if you were contractually able and asked, would you come back for a guest appearance on Degrassi?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I had to ask for a friend and myself.
I would love to. I think it's 3 years of my life that I loved, and but again, you don't know if I'm leaving yet. You don't know if I'm graduating.
Sure.
You don't know. You don't know though.
We don't know anything. The suspense is killing us.
But I think
kidding.
I'm
kidding.
I'd love to come back and work with my friends again. I feel like that would be amazing.
No, absolutely. Yeah, who knows what's going to happen. And there's still
Exactly.
actually a lot of season 12 left, guys. There's still so many episodes. And we've got a new one coming at you on Friday where everyone's heading to Vegas.
Yes.
Yes. There's a lot to look forward to. And by the way, sorry, I'm just going to pass you this. Let's see. We'll take another question from YouTube. And this one's from Elizabeth Palmer. So, do you eat macaroni and cheese with a spoon or a fork?
Fork. With a fork, I like to scoop first, and then I like to, pluck at the ones that are left behind. And I like with the fork. I don't know why. I just always have. Sometimes I switch to a spoon. Sometimes I switch it up, but normally it's fork.
Awesome. Yeah, mac and cheese is pretty awesome.
Delicious.
And actually, that's a funny. Mallory's like, who eats mac and cheese with a spoon?
Yeah,
Never
they're
know.
weirdos.
Who knows?
Spoon people.
I can see the point in that. Like maybe
100%,
it's
you just
slippery,
scoop it.
right? Yeah, it's
100%.
Absolutely. All right. So this is a question from Priscilla Monique. So how do you feel about how do you feel after doing a really intense scene where you have to yell at another character or cry?
I really try to detach myself from that now. I think that when I was younger, it was hard, especially with emotional scenes where you have to cry and that kind of stuff. Because it was hard for me to break it up and to just find out when you learn that it's the character, and that's where I feel like that's where the line is, and you have to know that it's not you doing it, and especially for people who maybe are scared to get that vulnerable. And especially getting anger, getting emotional, getting to that place, you got to know that it's not you doing it. It's your character, and you're portraying it for him. It's not you. And so, being vulnerable, it shouldn't matter because it's not you. So I like to detach, and I like to kind of once I've done something angry or emotional, I like to kind of make a joke afterwards and try to get a laugh and
Like hug it out.
hug it out. Yeah. For me, yelling. I'll yell at everybody. I love yelling. It's fun. You guys, me and Jacob have this fun. Jacob plays Mo. We have this funny thing where we yell at each other and just be mean. It's kind of our humor. It's like, oh yeah, well, nice shirt. Like we'll just yell at each other. It's fun, and especially with the Palombos, it's kind of like we just yell at each other. And that's all basically what we do. There's no love in the Palombo family. There's just yelling. Yeah, I really try to just detach myself from like letting it affect me because you can't because then you'll go insane.
And this is a question from Brittany Kearney from Google+. So what is your favorite Eli line?
What's my favorite Eli?
Yeah, Eli line.
Bread. Yeah, no. I don't think more bread. That was actually a line that was fun. More bread. I didn't even know it was gonna be anything that it was. I was joking around during rehearsals, and I was just going more bread. And Stephen Brogan, director producer / Mr. Simpson, loved it, and he's like, do it. I'm like, okay. What I think my favorite line was, I always bring it back to it, but it's because it was so much fun to do. Was the speech for Extraordinary Machine. That speech was just so much fun. I love doing speeches. I don't get scared or I look forward when I see a nice paragraph in speech where you see emotions in there and you have to hit certain notes and have an arc within a delivery.
Absolutely.
And I love that kind of stuff.
Yeah, and it's like that really intense like monologue, and you like set the sheet on fire.
Yeah.
Like it was pretty intense. How many takes of that did you do? Like how many?
It was strange. I had to do it a couple times for the audience who would get their reactions, and then some mine. We did like a couple, like 2 or 3 times, I think. And then there's close-ups and all that kind of stuff. So I think twice each time, and depending if there was a lighting issue.
Wow, that's a pretty deep moment to be in for like over and over again, for sure. All right, do any of you girls have a question? All right, go ahead, Mallory.
So speaking about the speech in Extraordinary Machine, how different is it to be the character having the breakdown versus like reacting to a breakdown like Eli did when Claire finally came clean with all of the Asher stuff and sabotage? Like how different is it to kind of be the one having the breakdown and then versus kind of reacting to somebody else's? Having the breakdown is a lot more fun. So obviously, and I think reacting to it it's a little harder. And sometimes it's a lot harder because you have to make those reactions and that feeling you're having while they're going through that real. And you're not saying it, so you have to do it with the way your posture is, the way that your face is, the way that you're looking at her, the way that maybe your hand is, all that kind of stuff. So that's kind of difficult and kind of see what's right in that moment. Because every moment for everyone who's vulnerable, there's like 18 different vulnerable moments and types. So to know what's right for that person in that moment, that's kind of difficult because you also don't want to do something that's taking away from them. And because when you're in a scene like that, you want to make sure that it's a nice marriage between the performances, but you still make sure that you're not taking away from hers or his while you're doing it. That's my belief.
Yeah, and sorry, Jordan, you had a question? Go ahead.
Okay, since like Christmas is coming up, do you have any like holiday traditions or whatever?
Holiday traditions. We always, I don't know. I think me and my brothers always just stay up late, just chill and talk about it. We always remember just like being a kid and waiting for like Santa to come. And I was like, ooh, now we know. Like, I'm sorry if I'm bursting bubbles, but no, we're not.
No,
Santa's real. Santa's real. Santa's there. He's coming. I hear him. No. I think we try to sled every year, and also we like to play pond hockey as well. So, that's kind of a tradition we do. And as a family, we always get the family together on Christmas Day. All like 80 of us.
Very fun, very fun. And this is a question from Stephanie Lavra. I hope I'm pronouncing this correctly. Sorry. If I gave you an elephant, where would you hide it?
Well, I hope it's a baby elephant. And I would put it under my bed because you know my bed would just like hover over and you can never see it and just blend with the wall.
Or you could sleep on top of the elephant with your bed floating on top.
Yeah. All right. I wouldn't even hide it. Why would I hide an elephant? If you gave me that, I'm gonna flaunt it. I'm gonna go everywhere with it.
Are you gonna make it wear a jacket?
Yeah.
A monkey?
Yeah, Canada Goose all day. Oh my God, I got so excited. Somebody give me an elephant. No, don't do it. But
sorry,
do
we
it.
we can't fit an elephant.
Yes, I could damn well try. I can try. Oh, baby elephant, are you kidding me? I'd call it Dumbo, and I would tell him he's smart, and he's not dumb, because he's my Dumbo.
Aw, it's like a term of endearment instead.
Yeah.
See?
He's mine.
He would be a good elephant owner. See?
You guys made me upset, realizing I don't have an elephant.
Oh, man. And, yeah, so this is another question. This is a question from YouTube.
Ooh.
And this one we'll take, this one from Yasmin Afri. So what's your favorite type of chip?
Chip?
Yeah, chip.
I like dill pickle, if you guys have that in the States. But, and also, for you Americans, ketchup chips. Yeah, that's right. I went there. Feel it. You never tried ketchup chips. You gotta do it. Change your life. Yeah. You never tried ketchup chips? Oh, I see her shaking her head. No. Ketchup chips are delicious. You guys have no idea what you're talking about. Saying it's weird. Also, you guys need to try poutines. A poutine. Just, you know. What's this?
And Courtney
has ketchup. What? Ohio's ketchup chips?
Okay, Ohio has ketchup chips for everyone. So everyone in the States, they can make it to Ohio.
Get there.
Yeah.
Get that trending. Ohio has ketchup chips. It's
breaking news, guys.
Breaking news, yeah. Yeah, ketchup chips, dill pickle, and I like salt and vinegar too. It's good.
Sounds delicious. Yeah. Also, this is a question from Lover of Degrassi. So, what's the one thing that can always make you smile?
The one thing that always makes me smile. It can always make me smile. My mom. No, shut up. No, I don't know. What can make me smile? I think, I don't know. Puppies. I know it's cheesy, but puppies make me smile. What else? Friends. Honestly, I can never, Friends, the show, whenever I watch it, I can never watch it and not laugh out loud. Like, lol. I'll lol every time.
LMFAO, maybe?
Yeah, I'll LMFAO.
And actually, this is another question from, it's just Risa. So who's your favorite character from Friends?
Character from Friends? Chandler. And actually, watching it, like, over and over again, like, recently, like, I love Ross. At first, I was like, I was like, what? I didn't know that I didn't like Ross, but he was kind of, like, put under the radar for me. But Ross is amazing. David Schwimmer is just incredible.
So funny.
But Chandler was my favorite. Chandler and Joey.
Absolutely. We were actually just in the office playing the Phoebe's Christmas song.
Oh, really? That's so funny. Yeah,
so it's so funny that there's all these Friends references. Absolutely. So any of the girls in the room, do you guys have any questions before we wrap up soon? Oh, yeah, go ahead, Courtney. And then we'll go to Brittany right after.
Okay. I have 2 real quick ones. You obviously proven that you're a great actor because you've done a good job with Wilder and Eli, and they're not the same.
Yeah.
Would you ever be open to using your thespian skills to theater? Because I've done a lot of theater, and I think you'd be fantastic. And straight plays, not musicals. I don't know, because you say you can't sing. I don't know if it's true or not. And then the other one was, what has been your best fan encounter? Not the one that made you go, what the hell, or, oh, that's weird, but one that made you feel good.
Okay, so with theater, I would love to do theater. I think it's a very different beast, though, because you're acting for a camera that is, like, 50 feet away, and everything's bigger and everything's, but I would love to do it. I feel like if I was able to get a character and do it justice, like, I'd have to learn how to do that properly, I think. But that would be a lot of fun. I'd love to do theater, and like off-Broadway, some stuff. I would love to do that. And what was the second question? Oh, the fan encounter. One of the best was it was a season premiere party at Much Music, and there was a fan there that came from it was from Surfing States, I think. And she was diagnosed with bipolar and bipolar disorder, and she was talking about it, and I couldn't really get to her because we were doing an interview, and then she was talking and just saying how much it really meant a lot to her and how she said she was related to it. And it was really, really personal towards her, and so I kind of talked to her a little bit, and it was really sweet. Like, she was just such a sweetheart, and I can see how much it meant to her, and that's the goal with this series, and I think that's a goal for a lot of characters, that you have to portray that. You have to make sure that it hits them like that. And I don't want to, not to make her, like, I don't want to see them sad, but that was the way that she reacted towards seeing those two, like, seeing that character.
And hopefully it's inspiring too, and how he's like the Eli 2.0 too, you know, not just like a Claire 2.0.
Exactly.
Right? He's like a new man, and I see the girls nodding in the room, so I'm glad that that's what everybody notices as well.
It's kind of like one of those things where, like, it's not going to control your life, because you can make sure that it doesn't. And although you may have freakouts and you may go through your darkest days, you'll always find light in the tunnel. I know that's cheesy and not like a line, but it's true. You find ways to get out of it, and you will find happiness, even in the darkest of times.
Oh, that's really nice. That's really, really nice. All right, so this is actually just a light question from YouTube, and then we're going to jump back into the room to do maybe one question each, and then we'll wrap things up, if that's okay with everyone. So this is another question from YouTube, and this one's from Sierra Williams. Have you ever broken a bone?
If I've broken a bone? Couple. Broke my nose. Broke my nose on a sled. Oh, not a slide. I was kind of like on top of the slide, and I was going to go down, and I fell over and snapped it. What else? I've hurt my wrist really bad, fractured it. My ankles, because of trampoline and hockey, I've fractured my ankle a little bit. Never broken an arm, though, or a leg. But yeah, my biggest was I broke my nose. Snapped it.
Wow. All right, so actually we're just going to do our last questions for all the girls left in the room. So thank you so much for everyone's patience on this. So like this has been a kind of a tech up and down on this. So we'll start with you, Mallory. Go ahead.
Okay. So I just want to say thanks, I guess, for the opportunity before I ask my question, because it's been really fun, and for like hanging out with everybody. What if you could take anything of Eli's and you leave the show? What would you take?
If I could say that again.
Anything of Eli's, like a prop or a piece of costume or anything.
If I were to take anything, I would probably take his necklace, for sure. That for me, like, whenever I put that on, that's really like a kind of like my green button to start him. I would take that. I would probably take a couple of his jeans, because he got good jeans. There's a leather jacket that he has that I love, so I'm gonna steal that. A couple of his shirts too, but I think the main one is his necklace. And for a while there was his necklace and his rings. The rings that he doesn't wear anymore, but the rings and the necklace and then the eyeliner. That's what kind of made him him. And I'm not gonna take the eyeliner. Sorry. Doesn't bring out my eyes that well. I thought everyone said it did. I don't agree. But I would, the necklace.
Yeah, the necklace is amazing. Like, actually, we have that because the way like it looked on you, like it's really really nice. So we actually have that in our Degrassi store too. So
Oh, cool.
yeah, we actually sell that. But that's not a plug. I'm just like legit just saying it for people that might have been asking. Thanks for that question, Mallory. Jordan, go ahead. Did you have
And
any-
also just
yeah, sure, go ahead.
Mallory, I'll say bye to everyone, but thank you, Mallory, for joining us.
All right, go ahead. Go ahead, Jordan.
All right, so I'm gonna kind of copy Mallory here and say thank you for letting me be a part of this. It's kind of a big deal because I don't win stuff very often, so that was kind of cool. And so either way, whether you leave this season or not, you're leaving Degrassi eventually, sadly. But what do you hope to take? Like, what are you gonna take away from this entire experience? Loaded question, I know, but.
I have to take so much from it. This show is easily one of the best parts of it's definitely a highlight of my career. Easily, it allowed me to tackle storylines I've never tackled before. So, on an acting point of view, it's been the best so far. And the friendships, some of these people that I work with, they were my friends for 3 and possibly 4 years. So, like I'll remember the memories that we had on and off screen.
Oh, that's really sweet. I'm just like kind of touched by that. I don't know if you guys feel the same way. Yeah, go ahead, Courtney.
Obviously, thank you for doing this. Thank you to you as well, Abby, and everyone else who interacts with us. We have got to be one of the luckiest fandoms in the world with the Tumblr and the Twitter and all the interaction, and I just think that that's amazing. Not a lot of shows do that, so thank you for that. And Mike, I guess my last question is, yeah, trust me, when you sometimes you need something to do, like when you're like laid up in bed with a chronic illness, because I have Crohn's disease, and like it just really entertains you to like have online friends when you don't have the ability to go outside and make real ones, I guess. That sounds weird, but I know you said you're interested in any genre whatsoever, but what is your absolute dream job?
My absolute dream job.
Yeah, dream role, comedy, dramedy, superhero, like just pick a role, say it, and I thank you for my wordiness. I apologize for that. So
the Joker. That would be my dream job, 100%. I would love to, and I hate it because Heath Ledger was too good. He was too good, so I feel like I could never tackle it because of what he did. But that would be my dream job. I would love to tackle that, and I would love to.
And there's a way to interpret it in a different way.
That's what I mean. I would love to make it my. Well, I'd have to, obviously, but like, I'd love to tackle it my own way and do that. Yeah, the Joker would be my main one, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. And a lot of people have played the Joker, so it wasn't just Heath Ledger, and there's always a way to spin in a different way.
Mm.
Yeah, so now we'll have a jump to Brittany, who actually has her friend Morgan here that was able to join us. So if you guys want to say hi. Go ahead, Brittany and Morgan.
You can say hi to him first. Okay. Okay, basically what I was wanting to tell you is that I got picked because I sent in a really long essay about how I've struggled with bipolar disorder for the last few years. And it's been a really tough struggle to deal with. I originally was suicidal back in 2006, and I had to drop out of school because of that. And in 2007, I went on to go to therapy and everything. And first they diagnosed me with anxiety and depression because I lied a lot and covered up what was going on with me inside because I didn't want to be like my mom. My mom's bipolar as well. And I just thought that it made me into some kind of horrible person. And then after that, I just sort of went on a downward spiral, and my temper started getting worse, and I became really aggressive. And last year, I started like verbally abusing people that I was close to, and I really verbally abused one of my best friends, and I'm lucky to have her back in my life now. Jordan knows who I'm talking about, but Yeah, I'm very lucky to have her back in my life to give me like a third chance because I've ruined every other chance I've had. And I'm now getting help and everything, and I finally have accepted my diagnosis, and I've realized that I really, truly am bipolar, even though I never wanted to admit it before in my life. So, and that's mostly because of you and your portrayal of Eli.
Well, thank you very much, and I'm glad that you've come to that. Just know that it doesn't define you. It doesn't define who you are. You are a very special person. You are yourself. It's a quality of you, and the fact that you're accepting it now, and I know it's hard, especially like I don't know from personal experience, but I know from what I've read and from the people I know. It's very hard, and it's something a lot of people can't relate to. So I'm happy that my character could relate to you in that way. And I'm glad that it could help in some way. But know that the family and friends that you have around you, and I'm glad that they could see that it was just a tough time. And I know a lot of the words you said probably weren't. You didn't mean them. Just know that it's not the end of the world. It's just a little bump, and now you can move on. And I'm glad you're getting help, and you can move forward and be the beautiful person you are. And hi, Morgan.
Okay, well, the only problem is with that, whenever it happens in real life and there's a person that's a lot like your character, they don't understand that being like that character and knowing someone like that character in real life is a whole lot different from seeing said character on TV. I'm a lot like Eli, like ridiculously. Years ago, I was talking about going to NYU for screenwriting, so that happened on the show, and just a lot of stuff has happened on the show that has happened in my life as well. And it's just every time I try to explain it to people that I'm bipolar, and I can't help it when I get aggressive sometimes when I'm manic, they don't seem to understand it, and they throw it back in my face, and they're like, no, you're just a bleeping psycho. And I'm like, okay. And they don't realize how bad that tears me apart.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's hard. I know it.
Said people also seem to love Eli too, so it makes no sense to me.
Yeah, and actually, thank you so much for sharing this, Brittany. It really means a lot to everybody here, and I think part of it is that I think it's a testament to all the amazing writers that we have here as well, and of course Munro's amazing acting on it to make it so nuanced and like bringing that story to life. And thank you so much to you guys for sharing your stories, and it means so much to us. And we actually did have a chance. All of us have read a lot of the stories that you guys have shared with us, and it really does touch, like it does mean a lot, and that you guys have shared your stories with us, and that we can connect with you guys this way too. So thank you so much for all your amazing questions. And is there anything else you guys would like to add before we get some final words from Munro? Maybe just give me a hand raise or something. Go ahead. All right, thank you so much, girls. I see that you guys have all your just typing in the final words. So, Munro, if you'd like to say anything to our awesome viewers today.
Thank you guys so much for joining me today on this Google Plus Hangout. It was fun. You guys had such amazing questions, and loved hearing your guys' stories. And it's been my pleasure to be Eli for you guys, and I hope you guys enjoy the rest of season 12. And this was a lot of fun.
Yeah, and on some like really like to kind of to tell you a little bit, maybe just not even to tease, maybe a tease a little bit.
Yeah.
The Vegas episode that's coming up Friday is going to be really, really fun because you'll get to see Luke possibly in the most amazing outfit we have ever seen.
Yeah.
So that's one big plus. Another big plus is that he may or may not be singing something. So that's going to be incredible. Also, we got some amazing stuff coming up with Eli in the next little bit. There's going to be another bunch of really great outfits, of course. And,
of course, yeah.
And I keep saying this because there's one in particular, and I can't wait to get your messages and to you after too.
I can't even say anything because I don't want to give away too much. Either way, I think you guys, it's hilarious, and I think you guys will really enjoy it.
Yeah, and again, and of course, and to all the people watching right now, and we'll hopefully be able to do another hangout again soon. And thank you all so much for tuning in. And actually, just one quick thing before we even jump offline is that we know that we right now have a restriction for everyone to be 18 plus to be able to join our hangouts, but we're looking into making this more open to everybody. So for anybody that's under 18 plus, just let us know, and maybe if you have an account with a parent or someone that's able to kind of be on screen with you, that's 18 and above, we should be able to have you join part of the hangout. So we'll have to talk to you guys all about this, but just want to make sure that everyone that wants to participate can join us for something like awesome like this. And thank you so much, Munro, for this awesome Q&A.
Thank you.
No, not so much.
No, not so much, man.
Yeah, but thank you so much. Yeah, so I guess we'll just say bye to all the viewers, and thank you to everybody that's jumped rooms as well. So,
yeah. That's all Abby's fault, just, you know.
That was my fault. I broke the internet.
No, it's Krista's fault.
Yeah, Krista broke the internet.
Can't blame me.
She kept kicking it.
She took the internet.
Yeah, she's like, hi, internet. No.
Sabotage.
Yeah.
All right, so we'll say bye to everybody, and happy holidays, and thank you so much for watching.
See ya. Happy Mayan end of the world to all y'all.
Thanks, guys.
See you guys.
Bye.